What's up everyone, WizardKen here, and today is Friday, so you know what that means. Rollback Friday! That's right guys, today is Friday, so we're doing another Rollback Friday, which we have not done in a very, very long time, and I apologize for that, but I've been very, very busy with family stuff, you know, my wife graduating and everything like that, and so catching back up sometimes is very, very hard. But anyways, we're finally doing another Rollback Friday, and today's tank that we're going to be looking at is the Waffentrager auf E100. This is one of my nasty tier 10s that I love so much. This is a German tier 10 tank destroyer. A lot of you guys have seen this thing out in the battlefield. A lot of you guys want this tank, and a lot of you guys fear this tank. Now, some of you are like, oh, it's easy to kill. It can be, but if used right and you have a decent team that spots for you and stuff like that, this can be a very invisible hunter out in the field. It is very, very nasty with its 6 rounds of autoloader power. There are some faults to this tank, you know, like the 1-minute reload and stuff like that. But other than that, this thing is very, very nasty. You can pretty much make any tier 10 fear you with this tank, because pretty much like me, I use the 12/8 centimeter on this thing, and you can pretty much make anybody kneel before you, because it's got a lot of penetration power, it's got a decent amount of damage, and with 6 rounds that you can use before you have to reload or fully reload the clip, this thing can be very nasty. Now anyways, let's jump into the stats, talk about them just real quick, and then we're going to take this thing out into the field and show how badass this thing can be. I love this tank. I really do. I don't use as much as I would like. I usually just do the ×2 on it for the day, and that's it. But there are some times on live streams or when I'm getting real pissed off with World of Tanks that I tank this thing out, and I just try to kill everybody. I feel like Rambo in this thing, because you're like, ah, pow, 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 kind of thing. Anyways, let's roll into the stats. Alright guys, so let's start off with the hit points. We have 2,200 hit points on this tank, which is actually really nice. Some of the problems you'll have with this tank is that the turret is pretty weak, and it's a huge house. It's a huge house on wheels, and or on tracks, I should say. Technically they are wheels on the side, but tracks are what really, you know. Anyways, it drives on. But this thing is huge. This thing is huge. It can, you know, once it's spotted, everybody can pretty much see it. There's just no hiding this thing. There are some bushes that are big enough to hide this thing, but once you start shooting this gun, all of your camo pretty much just goes down the drain, and so it does suck. But having that 2,200 hit points does save your life out there. It does allow you to get out of there as quickly as possible. Sometimes you can't get out of there, but majority of the time you can get out of there. Now the speed on this thing is 40 kilometers per hour, which is not bad. It's not the fastest thing out there, but think of it. I mean, look at this. The body style, you know, the hull is pretty much like the E100 or the Jagdpanzer, a little bit less armor on the back because of the turret sitting back there, but it's pretty much the same thing. It's just as big in that sense. So going up to 40 kilometers per hour is not bad for this big house that we have. The turret armor is only 20 on the front, 10 on the side, and 8 on the rear. This is why this thing gets devastated when it gets shot in the turret. Now, the problem is with shooting this thing in the turret, if you're using regular armor piercing, is a lot of times you're going to hit, we'll just say we shoot into the side of this thing. Armor piercing usually needs a couple seconds to be able to allow its fuse to go off, like, I don't know, half a second or something like that. And by that time, you've probably hit the gun if you shoot it through the sides or something like that. I usually knock out the gun on this thing sometimes when I'm shooting at it. I get pissed off because I'm like, crap, I'm trying to hit this thing in its turret, but I'm hitting the gun because I'm using armor piercing. And I'm knocking out the gun, which is great to do, but I really want to do that damage that I want. So the best thing to go against this tank is heat rounds. That's why it's good to have a couple on your tanks, but I don't carry them. I don't know. I accidentally sometimes hit over to heat rounds when I'm fighting because I'm getting like into the moment, and then I start seeing that I'm shooting at a tank and only like taking 10 damage off of them, and I get pissed off because I just switched my fucking rounds. So anyways, heat rounds on this thing is devastating. The FV 215B 183, the Death Star, I mean, that thing, if you use it with the premium rounds, this thing will pretty much lose majority of its life in one hit. You won't kill it in one hit because your rolls don't go up to 2,200, but, well, unless you ammo rack it, I mean, I guess you could, but majority of the time, you're just going to knock out probably 3/4 of its life. But the problem with that is that if this thing does see the Death Star, it will kill the Death Star pretty easily. I mean, this thing, I've taken on Death Stars with this thing a lot. I'm like, all right, fine, shoot me. They hit me, and I fucking just tear them up because I got the 6 rounds and they only have the 1 round and 30 seconds of reload. It's good to memorize other people's tank stats because if you can remember like how long it takes them to reload and stuff like that, you could push the advance a little bit and kill them before they get to reload instead of being scared whether they're going to be able to shoot you or not. Anyways, moving on to the gun. Alright, I'm using the 12-8 on here. You can use the big old 15cm, but the problem with that is that you only get 4 rounds with that, not the 6 rounds. It does a lot less penetration, and the damage is 750. It's 750, which is pretty decent, but the pen is only 236. Now, the rate of fire on the 12-8, which I like using because I love having that extra penetration. I mean, once I tell you it, you're going to be like, holy crap, that's got a lot of pen. The rate of fire on this thing, the game says 5 rounds in a minute. Technically, you can get 6 rounds off in a minute. It does take you about a minute to, you know, get the full magazine put in there to reload everything. But you can get 6 rounds off in a minute. But to be honest with you, once in a blue moon, I get all 6 off. I mean, if there's just people in the open, I'm going to shoot all 6 rounds pretty quickly. But majority of the time, a couple rounds here and there, and then I stop, a couple more rounds, and I might get like, yeah, 3 to 5 off in a minute. The penetration on this thing, this is it, guys. 276. This thing is badass on penetration. It pens like a Mack truck. It is nasty. You're going to be able to penetrate majority of the tanks out there very easily, and the accuracy and all that stuff on here is badass. This is one of the best accuracy tanks out there. Now, of course, you have to deal with the roll, you know, low rolls and stuff like that, and the roll of dice of your rounds going here and there. But the circle that you're aiming with and how long it takes to aim in and stuff like that is very quick, and it's not very big. So even if you miss here and there, it's going to be very small. You can almost pinpoint accuracy smack somebody where you wanted to smack them with this tank. The damage 560. So as you can see, the damage is a lot less than the 15cm, but the penetration makes up for that. So where the 15 might have bounced, at least with this, you're gonna freaking be penning all over the place, and it is nasty. I mean, seriously. I mean, if you probably put the 15 on there and used gold rounds, I mean, you're going to do 334 penetration. Yeah, you could do stuff, but who wants to use gold rounds on this thing? I don't know. That's a lot of money. I'm pretty sure that would be very expensive to run. This thing right here, like I said, if I use gold rounds on this, 352. But let's just look at that real quick, the supplies, on how much that would cost you. 4,400 for that. That's not as bad as the Death Star, but still 4,400. I'm not going to do it because I hardly ever take out my Death Star, and I love taking this thing out. So that's one thing you got to keep in mind. If you don't have a lot of silver, I mean, 4,400 silver. That's terrible. 8,000 for the Death Star is just terrible. But I like taking this thing out. So 1,260 for a round, I can deal with that. Yes, we're going to keep the currency. Alrighty, guys, so we've talked about the stats and stuff, so let's take this thing out and see how it does. Alright, guys, we're on Highway Encounter Battle. We're going to be facing against... Wow, we have more tier 10s than them. That's not fair. But they do have a couple more tier 9s than us, actually. Good amount of tier 9s more than us. So, we'll see how this game turns out. I don't mind this map too much for this tank. For this tank, I like a lot of openness. I love to be very open with this tank. But we'll have to do what we can with this map. There are some open spots. I mean, it is pretty open. But what I mean that is that there's a lot of hills. There's a lot of buildings that get in your way. You know, I like open fields as much as possible. And this one is not it. But we'll see what we can do. try to get up over here. I like using this hill over here. The reason is because keep an eye on the flag, but I can also shoot across and shoot at these guys, especially if someone goes over there and spots them. That'd be nice. The one thing I hate about light tanks, okay, I'm gonna say this right now. I hate that they always go to the flag. They always do this. They shouldn't go and just jump on the flag to start capping it. No, they should actually go and start spotting. If they want to cap the flag a little later, okay. But don't go straight to the flag. That's just a waste of a light tank. And I don't care for that. Alright. I haven't spotted because this little light tank's over here. That's where those rolls sometimes get in the way. Now, we don't have artillery, so that's good. Now, one thing I'm going to show you guys is what I like to do is turn around. The reason I do this is not because it makes your traverse or, you know, your turret be able to go down more gun depression. No, that only works on the tier 9. The reason I do this is because when I stick my head out somewhere to shoot at people, I want to get back out really, really quick. And going forwards is faster than going backwards. So that's why I do that. It might be a good time to reload. I do have 2 rounds, but we're mostly fighting. And this is another thing you want to keep in your mind. Okay? You do have a 1-minute reload. So you want to look at your map. And you want to look at the other teams. What are you fighting against? Tier 10s and tier 9s. Okay? You can already know it's going to take about 3 rounds to kill majority of tier 10s and tier 9s. 3 to 4 rounds. I only had 2 rounds left. All I'm going to do is almost kill somebody. And then, yeah. And some of you guys are like, well, the other 2 rounds could help your buddies out a lot. Like right now, you could kill that guy or hurt him really badly. Yes, I could have. But the problem is if he sees me, I'm under fire. I have no more shots. I got to think about me too. And the protection that I need. So, as soon as I get a chance to shoot at this guy, I will. It's just food for thought. I mean, you could definitely shoot out your rounds. And that's fine. But sometimes you might not have those chances again to reload. I was trying to figure out which way this guy was going to go. Yep, you're gone. Should let them kill him. That way I would have saved a round. But I wanted to kill him. Let's see if we could poke ourselves over here a little bit. See any of these guys. There's the E100. And I could try for that. I could pen them. But there are those chances I could screw up. So we're going to get over here. See what we can see. Ah, I know I'm screwing you guys up with the camera angle. Oh my gosh. If I could hit him, I would be happy. But I can't. Those metal bars are in the way. And I can't get a good spot to shoot at him. Ah! I was hoping to hit his side. I might still bounce that. Yeah, I'm going to bounce. It was still angled too much. That T-54 wants to come up, man. There we go. Alright, now we're going to go high. There's no reason to stay out here and look around. No reason whatsoever. Why is there an RHM up there trying to get into the battle? No idea. That is a terrible, terrible spot to be. He should be back here with me. And that's the reason why. He does not have the armor to be able to do anything. So, how's it going out there? Well, it's 6-7. They got a T-57 we want to take out as quickly as possible because that can be very, very nasty. Very, very nasty. I'm just glad there's no artillery. God, it's 6-8. Might not go very good. The E100 still can't see me at the moment. I'm still far enough away to keep myself hidden. There's an STI, but I can't get him. because of his turret armor. Guys, always memorize the tanks you're going to be fighting against and different things like that. It will help you so much. It will definitely help you out. Man, I really want to shoot him and kill him. I just have no shots on them. Oh shit, that little light tank. Damn it. Damn it, go. Run, 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 run. Alright, we're not seeing anymore. There we go. This guy gonna show himself? I don't have enough to kill that E100. Not at all. Damn it. I definitely don't have enough to kill these guys. I need to move. Time to reload. Run and reload, because they're going to come hunt me down. I know they are. So my best bet is to run away, reload, and hope that I can get reloaded in time to be able to shoot at these guys. What I want to do is get over that little ridge, get behind that building, and hope for the best. Let them know I'm reloading, because there's nothing I can do at this moment in time. There's nothing I can do. Alright, we're gonna hide right here. Get ourselves fully reloaded. Come on, come on. And do what we can. All we could do now is just try to take these guys out. If only a couple of them come after us, we might be able to shoot them up, kill them, and then go back in there and kill the rest of them. Reload, get the rest of them. So that's our plan. That is our plan. Hopefully they come after us. I don't think they are. Damn. I don't think they are. God damn it. Not good. Nope, somebody is. Damn it! Come on, hit him. Come on, come on, gotta get him. There we go. Now time to run. Time to run. God, I just could not hit him to save my life. We need to get up this hill. If they start taking the flag, then we know we're screwed. Because that means we have to come to them. If we make them come to us, we might be okay. Might be able to pull this out of our ass. I don't know. We have very little life. Alright, the best house to hide behind is going to be this big one down there. Because we need to be able to see the entire area. Shit. They're going to try capping it. Fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Not good. This is not good. Yeah, we're gonna have to go up there. All I'm gonna do is just try to knock him out as much as possible. Damn it! E100's hit me. Alrighty. Well, we got a good amount of stuff. 24,000 in silver, 2,213 in experience points. Wow. God damn it. We just got screwed on that one. I don't know why my team, like the RHM, some of them wanted to go in there. That's not the best thing to do. Sometimes just staying away from that flag, making the enemy come to you. Let our big heavy hitters that can handle getting hit a couple of times go out there. But they didn't. They just... everybody wanted to go in there. Don't know why. And we had a couple of good shots though. 22 shots fired. 15 actually hit. 13 actually damaged. 6 enemies damaged. 4 destroyed. I'm fine with that. That's not bad. You know, we could have done a little bit better. But I'm pretty happy with what we did. Alrighty guys. Thank you for watching another Rollback Friday. And I don't know what I'm going to do for next Friday's tank. I was thinking about the FV Death Star, so I might do that next. I'm not sure, because that's a really, really cool tank to play, and I haven't played that in a while. Anyways, this is the Waffentrager auf E100. It is a nasty tank, as you saw. It could be very, very, very nasty in the right circumstances. Like I said, that map is nice. It's just the problem that we had is where the flag is. It's not a very open area. I mean, it is, but there's a lot of mountainous or hill areas that the enemy was hiding behind. We didn't get a lot of open shots. We got hit a couple of times because we just couldn't get our shots in there. So once we ran away, we had some good open shots. As you saw, they couldn't really handle us when we did the open shots like that. The T-57 got some really good hits because we are a house, and it's pretty hard to miss us, but we missed him from not being able to see as much of him. But it was still a really good game. Did a good amount of damage. This is a very nasty tank. I really do highly recommend going down this line if you guys haven't. I love this tank. It's just one of those, you got to be patient throughout the whole line. The entire line, you need to stay back and kill people. Don't go in there like that other guy did. Anyways, I'm WizardKen. Thank you so much. Please hit the like button. It does help us out in getting more people to our channel and stuff like that. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. We're almost halfway to 5,000 subscribers, which is pretty exciting. I mean, it's just like yesterday we hit 4,000, so it is pretty awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I'm WizardKen. Till next time, see ya.